Downtown Los Angeles erupted in violence today as a seemingly senseless gunfight broke out between the LAPD and a criminal gang. Sky 5 News has a story.
Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a Battlefield Hardline gameplay. Now I know it's not a game that everyone enjoys or likes, for example, but it's a 47:9 gameplay, so I thought give it a whirl, upload it, and I'm going to be talking about the top 4 features I'd love to see in the new Battlefield 5 game. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think about some of these ideas, because, well, at the end of the day, it's all personal, and you never know, some of you might agree with me. So we all know what a Battlefield game is like. Some of us have come to love the series. I mean, I personally really enjoy the games. I find it's more of an immersive game rather than playing Call of Duty all the time. Now, I'm not hating on Call of Duty, fantastic game as well. But sometimes I do feel that it gets very repetitive, whereas Battlefield 4 and, say, Bad Company 2, they all have that kind of different aspect about them, which I really enjoy. But why was Battlefield Bad Company 2 so good? Now for me, it was the DLC. I have to admit, I found that the Vietnam DLC was just fantastic. It added so much more content to the game. I think it was 4 or 5 maps with all the different guns and going for the challenges all over again. I found it really, really fun. It added kind of new life to the game. So why is it every single game these days seems to have this whole Modern Warfare feel? It has to be set either, say, I think it was Black Ops 2 where it was in 2025. Why is every game going to this futuristic feel? I mean, what happened to kind of the World at War sort of games and the Vietnam sort of games? I mean, personally, I thought it was an amazing DLC, and for the price you paid, I think I paid $15.99 for it in Britain, and it was just so much content for what you were getting, and it didn't even impact on, say, creating a new account. You could carry on leveling from your main game account. So I think I was reaching level 36 on PS3, but it wasn't the best of levels, but now I'm playing it on PC and I'm really, really enjoying it all over again. So it's kind of that really awesome learning experience again. But my theory is, for Battlefield 5, I would love to see a kind of World at War or, say, Vietnam-y kind of, DLC. Taking it back to, instead of the future games, but take it back to olden times, say run around with bows and arrows. I'd find that awesome. I think it'd be a really good feature to the game. But that's what I'd love to see in a future DLC. Yeah, we have all the map packs and stuff, but they do get a bit repetitive every year. So yeah, that's my first point I'd like to talk about. What do you guys think? What made Battlefield Bad Company 2 for you so immersive or awesome? Or what was your best thing that ever happened in the game? Is there any other game that you could compare it to these days? Because personally, I find it very difficult to find a game like Battlefield Bad Company 2. But, I'm not hating on Call of Duty. I do enjoy playing a bit of Call of Duty. A bit of Twitch shooting once in a blue moon doesn't hurt. It's, at the end of the day, it's all a game and it's all fun. So for my second point, I'd like to talk a little bit about gun versatility. Now, we've all been in the game where the whole team is using, say, the M416 or the fabled AEK 971. Now, I understand they're both really good guns, but why is it that they seem to be still the god guns in the games? We've got the guns like the JS2, which, in all fairness, aren't the best guns, and getting the mastery dog tags with that was a pain in the bum. But, at the end of the day, I did do some good games of it. So why not, bring these not so classed as good guns up a bit and, rebalance them better. So, I find it more rewarding to do, say, a 30 for, like, 5 gameplay with the JS2 than doing 40 for, like, 1 with the M416. But that's just personal. I know not everyone enjoys using different guns. I can understand using an M416 because, at the end of the day, it's very consistent and you're going to do well every single game. So, I'd like to see what you guys think about this one. Again, it's more of a personal opinion. What do you think? Do you think there should be more versatility with certain SMGs and carbines? I mean, AK-5C was another prime example on launch. That gun was very, very laser beam accuracy, but at the end of the day, you don't have to use it. It's more of a personal opinion. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that all different guns, say JS2s, CBJSBs, all be changed around a bit, give them a bit more versatility instead of being just the SMGs and the carbines? Why not give them a bit more of a oomph? Make it more valid to use them in the games, a bit more rewarding for other people. Because at the end of the day, I do find it very repetitive to find the M416 and the AEK in every single game we play nowadays. But yeah, I'd like to see what you guys think on this, so let me know.
Need help over here.
Now for point 3, I've kind of named it like reshuffle, but the idea of this is basically adding a kind of RPG factor to the game. Now I know not everyone's going to agree with this straight off, but hear me out. What about, say, everyone starts the game with a level 1 medic bag, and as you progress through the game and you go to rank, say, 40, you would have like around a level 5 med bag. Now it's not just upgrading, your kind of med bag, your ammo bag, and your medic pack, for instance. But what about if they gave attributes while you were leveling them up? So, for instance, at level 5, your med bag could heal 6 points, or a maximum of 5 points. Then at level 10, it would heal the max, say, 10 points, over a time period, obviously. But as you were leveling up as well, you could gain attributes for them, and you could, say, pick a skill tree for your med bag. I mean, then it would kind of add a bit more diversity to the game. My idea is,
here's a med kit.
How about cooldowns? Like a 3-second cooldown, say at level 5, but as you progressed through the game again and, gave your med bag out while you were playing the game, you could add more things to it. So, 6 health points plus 3-second cooldown. Or, say for instance, on the ammo case, you could have gives out more ammo or gives ammo more quickly. What do you guys think about this? I think it's kind of an interesting idea. It would kind of add an RPG effect to the game. Now, is that a good thing in an FPS? I mean, I know certain games where it's kind of an FPS game, but it's got RPG elements, and I personally find it. But would it work on a massive scale, like, say, for instance, Battlefield 4? I mean, could you see it implemented into that game? I mean, if not, fair play, I can completely understand it. But it's just an idea that I had, going around in my head for a bit, and I thought, you know what, that could seemingly work. I mean, The Division doesn't have sort of similar elements to the game of the ideas that I've just basically said. You never know, it could be a great thing to see. How it would be implemented, I'd love to see it work really well, but again, it's a matter of opinion. Not everyone would like it. I can understand some people say it's a bit OP because you go up a certain skill tree, but I'd like to see what you guys think. Is it a great idea or is it completely naff? Feel free to tell me. I'd love to know, because at the end of the day, I could be thinking about things that are just, kind of RPG. I could be completely missing how it would affect the actual game. So let me know what you guys think on that one. So then, for point number 4, what do you guys think about stories or campaigns? Personally, on a video game, I think they're, a great addition to the game. It gives you a bit of practice before you go online. There's the trophy aspect or the achievement aspect. And at the end of the day, you're paying £50 for a game. Do you want to play a game that's just completely online? Now, I can understand certain games like Star Wars Battlefront are doing very well at the moment with just the online aspect of it. And again, Star Wars fans are going to be buying it, again, because it's Star Wars. But games such as like Need for Speed, for instance, or Destiny, if the servers go offline, you've basically got a £50 paperweight sitting there doing nothing because you can't play the game. So my point is, at least with story-driven games, you get a campaign, you can play it while you're offline. Now, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but personally for myself, I think it adds, a great aspect to the game. Again, Battlefield 4 campaign, I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it added the features there, and, it was better than nothing. You don't expect to pay 60 quid or 50 quid for a game. I think I bought the hardened edition of the game, which was around 65-ish. And, it's what you expected. I bought it mainly for the codes, and I was going to buy premium and everything, so it kind of added all into one. But, again, it's £50 for a game. Do you want a campaign or not? I mean, they seem to be phasing campaigns out now. I don't think it's a good thing, personally. I've noticed in the video game industry at the minute, there seems to be a lot more focus on competitive online play. With such games as, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, that's always supported by MLG, quotation marks intended. And, the competitive scenes are really pushing headsets again, but do you really need it all? Or do you just need a simple campaign? Again, it's your opinion. I'd love to hear what you all think about this one. Personally, for me, campaign, thumbs up from me. Adds more features to the game. It gives a bit of elements. You say if the game's offline currently or you can't do anything, it gives it a bit more playability, and it gives the game a bit more of a refresh. You can go back and play it all over again, or if you want to go for the platinum or max achievements on Xbox, you can do it. So why not leave the campaigns in? I'm not asking for anything massive. I'm not asking for like a 15-day story or anything. I just want something that can quench my thirst if the online's off, or, you know, I've got nothing else to do, I don't really fancy playing online at the point in time. It's just something to fall back onto. Now, what do you guys think? Campaigns yes or campaigns no? Should they be phased out or should they be kept? I'd love to know what you all think. Please let me know in the comment section below.
Medkit for you.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 4 kind of list of, you know, things that might appear in Battlefield 5. I'm not saying they will. It would be nice to kind of see a few of the ideas, but I'm doubting it very highly. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think about the points I've made. Do you think any of them are really good? You know, could be implemented, say, into the next Battlefield game or the next kind of load of shooters that come out, or do you think they're all naff? I'd love you to tell me personally. You know, all feedback is appreciated. But yeah, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay in the background.
Hey, medkit!
Rooftop.
Suspect over on the tower.